Okay, well, good morning and happy Saturday. I'm excited to be kicking off our first huddle call series. Um, for those of you that may be brand new, my name is Vicki, and we are going to be starting our Saturday morning huddles together. And it's basically just a time that we're going to come together as a team. Just within the Clinton Nation, and we're going to come together and basically share ideas that are going on in our business that are working. It's an opportunity for us to come together in our huddle and ask questions, to seek advice. But it's also just a time of unity, to share things that are going on that's exciting. So I want to encourage you guys to definitely share. This is not a training call per se, although it's going to be filled with lots of tips and nuts and bolts that you'll be able to take and apply to your businesses, which is really what it is geared for. But at the same time, there's no formality to it. So it's an opportunity for us to really just come in together and just learn from each other, because we know in this business, iron sharpens iron, and we want to allow our time to come together in a smaller group setting to be able to do that. Obviously, our Wednesday night calls are going to be the calls that you're going to want to make mandatory on your calendar, because those are pure training for your business. Specific training on topics that are going to help propel your business forward. But these calls are just kind of bringing it down to a smaller group where we can really just ask questions and throw out ideas and make it kind of I guess you could say a two-way street where everybody has the opportunity to learn from each other. So that is what this call is designed to do. And I hope you will absolutely make this a priority for you, so that you can gather all the takeaways that are going to be shared from those that are building their business and doing it well. So I am going to kind of start off our time together, just sharing some tips. As you guys know, Tammy is on she actually left this morning. I think she's actually at the Dallas airport right now, so she may be listening in. But they are going to be headed to Maui today. And so she is leaving this cold weather that we're having in Oklahoma and headed to Maui's warm weather, where she can bring home to us all the incredible training tools that they're going to be learning from the corporate headquarters and other top national vice presidents. So that is where she is, and that is why I have stepped in this morning. But she has asked me to share a few things with all of you as we start off our huddle calls. Just wanted to kind of establish what it is, what you can expect from it, but then also want to share some tips as we get started into not only a new month, but also a brand new year, you guys. I love January because it really is an opportunity for a fresh start. No matter where you are in your business, if you're on day one or day 301, it doesn't matter. This is an opportunity for you to have a fresh start in your business, a fresh new set of eyes, a fresh new vision, a fresh new beginning. And so being on this call is one action step that you guys have taken to do that with your business for your family. So I'm going to share with you guys some of those tips, and for some of you, especially if you're a seasoned consultant, it's not going to be brand new information, because we know what our recipe for success is. But at the same time, sometimes we need that little kick, that extra push to get us moving in that direction. So I'm going to go ahead and share our screen. Okay, so first of all, as you guys know, in this business, just like any business out there, consistency is key. If you want to be successful at anything in life, you want to be consistent, right? And what I want to encourage you guys to do is to track your success. Tammy has an array of forms on her website, livelovegive.us, that allows you to track for your success. And one of those particular forms really breaks down our recipe for success. And one of the things that you can do to track your success is to print out the 30 Faces form that is on our team website, and use that as a tool to see how you're doing in your month. As you guys know, 30 Faces is our recipe for success. If you do more than that, your paycheck's going to be higher, your business is going to be growing a little faster. Anything you do a little extra is going to give you a little extra in this business. But 30 Faces minimum is what we want to do to be able to build our business successfully and consistently. And so make that your New Year's resolution, or your new goal for your business, is to really be consistent in your month. Now, that may look like 8 get-togethers a month with 5 people at each of those get-togethers, right? Or it may look like several one-on-ones mixed in with some group get-togethers. It really doesn't matter how you go tell the Arbonne story, as long as you're telling the Arbonne story to at least 30 faces in your month. You will not only sell product, but you will build business partners in doing so. This is a time of year, you guys, where people are reflecting on their 2017 and they're looking for change in their life. And I'm telling you, there are startup companies, home-based businesses popping up all the time. So people are noticing how not only lucrative businesses like this can be, but they're loving the fact that they can have the flexibility with their time freedom and the opportunity to build their business around their schedule and build it to the level that they choose to, right? It's within their control. And they're looking at home-based businesses to do that. And that is exactly what you have. You just have to go out and share the Arbonne story to get it in front of them, so that they can see how Arbonne might be that fit for them. I want to also encourage you guys to watch the trifecta video before every appointment. You know, the trifecta involves, booking get-togethers from get-togethers. It involves, or appointments. It also involves sales, and it also involves building your team. And that's the try in the trifecta. And if you will watch that video before every appointment, not only will you go into those appointments with fresh understanding on how to do that effectively, but you will also, it will also build your belief and your confidence in doing that. And that confidence is attractive. So, and then also review your booking verbiage. That is also on Tammy's team website. So review that verbiage, go over it. You don't want to be robotic about it, but definitely go over it to a point where you can make it your own, okay? And what I mean by that is keep the meat, but use your own personality with it based on who you're speaking to. And then request a getting started one-on-one with Tammy. Tammy is opening herself up to being available to every single one of us on this call and beyond. And she is willing to partner with us. When we have somebody excited about starting their business, set up an appointment with her, and she will help be the validation that sometimes we need to go over the getting started, so that people can see the partnership in this business, the teamwork, and see the layers of support that's available to them. And then focus on your 30 days of consistency, you guys. If you're doing all of the things that were suggested above, and really they're not suggestions, they're really the do's of this business, doing the right things to make your business grow in the direction you want it to. But what I want to tell you is that if you're doing all of those things as listed above, you're going to hit the 2,500 building block, which we all know is what will build you a successful business. No matter what level you are in this business, you guys, 2,500 is always and forever going to be your building block. And you're going to get that every single month if you're talking to 30 faces a month or more. You absolutely will. And you'll see your business progressing because of it. But we've got to get consistent. You've got to be consistent. That's the key word there. And then remember, as Tammy shows us on this particular slide, that you want to break it down even further, look at it as 8 appointments plus 1 new team member. You know, who are you talking to about the business and launching this month, mixed in with your appointments. Okay, but consistency, we know, is key. And then here's your call to actions, guys. First of all, if you haven't already, and even if you have, because it is a fresh new year and a fresh new start, and so many of us are in different places in our business and maybe when we started, I want to encourage you, and I cannot stress the importance of this, to write your powerful I story. So this is your call to action following this call. Write your powerful I story. Make it brief within 3-minute time frame so that you can be able to go out there and share it. If you're new to our group and haven't done that, send your rough draft, and you can get the outline for the I story on Tammy's livelovegive.us website. But you can print that out, rough draft it, send it to Tammy, or send it to your direct VP, and they will help you put the power punch in it. So that it can be as effective as it possibly can be. And then the second is to book your 8 appointments for January. We're going to talk about that a little bit further here in just a second. Use your booking verbiage to do that. And then print the Tracking for Success document off of Tammy's livelovegive.us website, and then set your goals with your area manager or your VP. So important, you guys. Today is the 6th of the month. If you don't already have your goals in place, reach out. Get your goals in place. Get another set of eyes on those goals to help you with the accountability of that. But at the same time, to set yourself up for success. And then talk with your family to get ownership with everyone. If you're serious about your business and you're like, I am doing this is going to be the change for 2018 my family needs, then set up a time that you can bring your family together for a family meeting and share with them what your powerful I story is, your why, and get them involved in that. Make them a part of that. Give them some ownership in that. And then I would encourage you to continue that meeting a week after week, kind of letting them know what this week is going to look like for mom, or what this week is going to look like for wife, so that there's no surprises, but so they're on board with you. And then send a take a look call, which also is verbiage on the website, to at least 10 people today. So those are your call to actions, you guys, that are going to help you get your business set up for success this month, but also to start that momentum for the year. And then lastly, as you guys know, Tammy just posted a Booking Blitz Challenge. Which, you know what, this is the meat of our business. This is what we do. But Tammy, and the greatest benefit of doing this challenge is not what you're going to get at the end of the challenge, but what you're going to get in your paycheck, what you're going to get in your business, what you're going to be able to check off on your whys. And so that's the greatest gift in all of it. But Tammy has put an additional incentive on that, as if all that was not enough. And she has put an additional incentive on top of that, telling us that if we book 10 events by Tuesday at midnight, and we've got to be responsible to text her our results, but you've got to have a time and a date, okay? So it can't just be, yeah, they said they would do a get-together for me, we're going to schedule it later. You've got to have 10 booked on your calendar. You're going to get a surprise from Tammy that she's going to bring back from the Maui MVP treat. And again, that challenge ends Tuesday by midnight, so you've got to get your text into her what your results are. Make sure that you have the name of the hostess and the date and time of the booking. That is what you're going to send her to be able to earn that challenge. And all of us can earn that challenge. It's not just one person that's going to earn it. It's whoever sets their mind to it and goes after it. So that is some of the information that Tammy asked me to share with you guys today. So what we're going to do now, you guys, is really just have open share time. So feel free when you want to speak. If you want to hit your unmute, you can do that by just clicking on the microphone in the left corner of your picture or your square, and share questions that you guys may have about your business if you want some insight. or share some things that you're doing that have kind of kicked your 2018 off to a great fresh start. We'd love to rub elbows and put our minds together and build from those ideas. So leaders, if you're on the call and you have information and feedback and tips that you want to add to any questions that are asked, jump in. Help me filter those questions. So now is our share time, guys. Let's open it up.
Hey, Vicki, it's Melanie. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, I'm trying to Facebook Live this, which is why my phone is pointed at the computer, and talk, so this could be fun. Anyway, I wanted just to share a tip that I've noticed. We're all probably heavily on social media. Lots of people have goals for the new year, whether it's financial goals, whether it's weight loss goals, whether it's I just want to get healthier goals. So I have found there are lots of people that are posting about, the challenge of they're starting back to work and trying to figure out how to eat healthy in this new year. Look for those cries for help, I guess, for lack of a better word, or for those people that are just bold enough to share what they're going through and reach out to them, maybe not directly on their wall, but via a private message. And the same way we approach people with would you be willing to take a look at the Arbonne business, ask them, I noticed you're looking to get healthier in 2018. If I sent you a quick little 2-minute video, would you be willing to watch it? And I have found from posting what I'm doing, whether it's the struggle of my kids want chocolate chip cookies and I'm trying not to eat them myself, or, oh my gosh, people are still bringing in junk food to the office and I'm trying to avoid it. People relate. It makes you real. And so then when I post too that, this is the Arbonne 30-day plan that I'm focused on, I've had people actually reaching out to me that I never would have expected, even men, saying, I've got diabetes that I've got to get in check. Is this something that would work for me? So I think we have a real opportunity, but we have to, the same way we have to stop and listen long enough to be able to see the need, I think we also, or hear the need, I think we have to also be willing to pay attention to what people are telling us out loud on social media. Scroll through there with a different view, not just to catch up on people, but to look for people that are really sharing that they have a need, whether it's they've lost a job or whether it's they're looking for a new product that's going to help them in their goals for 2018, and then let them know that we have something that might be worth taking a look at.
There's so many tips in that. Awesome.
This is Lauren, and I was just gonna second that. I totally agree with that. Actually, yesterday, I saw somebody post. She said, "If you know of any jobs, let me know ASAP." And so I messaged her, and I was like, "I saw that you were posting, looking for a job. Would you like for me to show you what I do?" And that was all I said. And she doesn't really have any clue what I do. And she said, sure. And so we did a take a look call. And, she didn't know anything about Arbonne. And so she didn't sign up right away, of course, but we got a booking from it. And so next week I'm going to be going and sharing the products with her and sharing more of the business with her. And then another lady a couple days ago had posted that, or she didn't post, but she posted asking for prayers. And then we had gotten to talking, and she had told me about a situation in her life that was really kind of devastating for her financially and emotionally. And so we scheduled a coffee date, and she ended up signing up and joining my team yesterday. And it's just looking for those things that, just keeping your eyes open for things and looking at it through the Arbonne perspective and just being there to help people. And then also the take a look call verbiage. That is the easiest thing. Like, it is so easy to work this business because of that take a look call verbiage. I sent out, I think, 4 texts the other day and got 4 coffee dates booked or 4 calls booked, and then got an actual booking from each one of those. And one of them has already signed up. So it's as simple as that. Just sending out a few texts and keeping your eyes open. So I totally agree.
That's awesome. You guys, I think we make it hard in our heads, or because we procrastinate it. Then it becomes bigger than it needs to be. But to simplify that and to keep it as simple as Lauren stated is to act on it and do what you know will move you in the right direction for your business. And listen in 3D, like they were talking about. When you're reading those posts on social media, you guys, look for dreams, desires, and discontents. And that's what Carlita calls listening in 3D. And give them the opportunity to be able to see what it is that you have to offer. And that is our job. And so don't overthink it. I love that, Lauren. It really is just as simple as that. So thank you, ladies, for sharing. Anybody else have anything they want to share or questions? That's awesome. I do think, oh, go ahead. Is somebody speaking?
Vicki, this is Romana. That wasn't me speaking. But I just want to tell you thank you so very much for starting us off in 2018, and your call was awesome. And just a little tidbits, what we learn every week will just help us to push and build our businesses. And I really appreciate all you do.
Yeah, well, thank you. And honestly, you guys, this is the tools that you're going to be able to put in your toolbox that you're going to be able to pull out and use when you need it. Romana, you're right. You're going to be able to take bits and pieces every single week. What you've been given today and just those few tips is going to set you up for getting hitting that challenge that Tammy's offering to all of us. So thank you, Romana, for those sweet words. But Tammy's the one that put this together, and I'm just facilitating today. So anybody else have anything to ask or any input?
Hey, Vicki, I thought of one more thing. It's Melanie. You hit the nail on the head when you said network marketing companies are picking up, left and right. I would say in the 11 years I've been a part of this business, I've not seen such in the last year with new companies. And really, I think my biggest aha is the number of people that told me no to, oh no, I would never do something like that, who are now a part of those different companies popping up. So another aha I've had is I need a contact list, because there's lots of people that I've talked to before that maybe I've not talked to recently. And if you'd be willing to take a look, because network marketing is not, people have a different perspective on it now than they did maybe 11 years ago when we were getting started. And it's more accepted. And obviously, if somebody's going to sell something that doesn't have nearly their catalog has 5 items in it versus our catalog that has 500 items in it, I want to show them the diversity if they at least have an inkling to want to take a peek.
Absolutely. I agree. People are absolutely looking for opportunity like this and are more receptive to it than ever. So a great tip is to rewrite your contact list and go revisit them, because I promise you, here's the deal. People are joining network marketing companies every single day. This industry is growing and is absolutely booming. And if they don't join yours, they're going to join somebody else's. So you just have to be the one to get in front of them first and to close them. So make it your mission to share what you have to offer with people, because people are looking. I mean, I promise you, their wheels are turning. It's all around them. It's just showing them why Arbonne is, in my eyes, the better choice. In your eyes, the better choice. Why they would want to be a part of this. Anybody else have questions or thoughts or ideas?
Vicki, this is Lauren again. I was just going to answer. Jennifer had asked a question in the chat about what I'm saying for the verbiage. So I typed what I say for the verbiage in the chat. But one thing I was going to add is I always let them know if Tammy is going to be there with me. I think that's really important if you're going to have a coffee date with somebody, to let them know that, if somebody else is going to be there with you, so they don't feel like attacked or trapped or ambushed or anything like that. So I always say, once they agree to the coffee date, I say, perfect. Okay. And just so you know, my mentor, Tammy, is probably going to be there with me since I'm in training. You'll love her. She's super sweet. And so I just let them know that. And then on the other hand, if it's a coffee date call, I found that a lot of times if I tell them beforehand that she's going to be on there with me, that it kind of scares them a little bit. And so I don't mention that before the call. I just call them when it's time. And then what I do is once I get them on the phone, I say, you know what, Rachel, would this be okay with you? I am still in training. And so just to make it a little bit faster and save some of your time and get you the best information, is it okay if I call and see if my mentor is available? I don't know if she even is or not, but she can share this information with you faster and give you more information because she's been in this business for 15 years. Is that okay with you? And of course, I've asked Tammy beforehand, if she can be on the call, and she said yes. But I just kind of do it like that. And then they say, oh, no problem. And so then I'll three-way Tammy. So it just kind of makes it a little bit easier on them. And they don't feel like attacked or whatever when Tammy shows up or Tammy, gets on the call or whatever. So that's kind of how I approach that.
That's awesome. And you guys, that's great tips, Lauren. And I love what you said about just making sure that they have that awareness, because obviously you don't want to put people on the spot. But at the same time, you guys, utilize your VPs to do those three-way calls. Use that validation. People need validation. People need a third party. And so in order to say yes. And so that's the only reason. It's not because you can't be successful at doing your own coffee date or successful at doing your own getting started. It's really more of an opportunity to show them that this business works, and to validate everything that you've already told them, and to really just put a stamp on it. And so utilize your mentors to be that validation for you if your mentors are available. So good tips. Okay, guys, one last thought or question anybody has. We're going to end this call in 30 minutes. That's going to be our set time frame. If we have anybody that wants to share one last thing, we do have a couple of minutes. Okay, guys. Well, we want to maximize our time each and every Saturday morning. We do not want to abuse our time, so we don't want to go past the 30 minutes that we promised we would keep these calls to. But I appreciate those of you that got on this morning. I love seeing your names up there. And just sharing this time with you guys where we can really just link arms together as a team. One of the best parts of this business is certainly the type of support and relationships that you get to build, because you both know that you're headed in the same direction with the same, obviously the same type of mindset, that you want change for 2018, and you're willing to take steps in the initiative to make that change happen for you and your family. A lot of people aren't in that place yet in their mindset. And so thank you guys for coming together and just being iron for each other. We love you all. Thank you for your time this morning. Have an incredible Saturday, and looking forward to an amazing 2018 as we move forward. Go for your challenge this month, because you can. So goodbye, everyone.